But at some point, that's what a man is going to do, right?
What do you mean?
I think any good man, and I don't have all the answers for mankind. When I say mankind, I mean the male, the people with the penises. Pause. But I think any good male,
Do you remember my question?
yeah, I do. Um, they take care of everything in the house when they're with someone that they feel like they know they can.
Yeah. So, but what do you mean?
Because you said something to the effect of
When you're
you,
living with someone and they're not doing anything?
yeah.
Okay. Yes. So, and what you're saying is, I'm living with my spouse. There's an understanding of what our roles are,
Hmm.
what he's willing that he wants to do, and what I'm going to be doing in this dynamic. So, although he might be doing something on a financial level, I may be doing something on a domestic level. I can do things of the same value in different ways. But but when someone is living with you and there's nothing,
Mm.
like if I'm paying all the bills and you're not even taking out the trash, you're not even putting the dishes in the dishwasher,
Hmm.
I'm cooking, like it's the idea of like there's an understanding of what you're willing to do,
Hmm.
but there also should be a balance of what the other person should be doing too. You're not alone, in this partnership. Like if the man is expected to take care of all these things, then who takes care of him?
The woman, in other ways, and the
Exactly.
ways that he need to be taken care
Okay, in that moment that she doesn't, then what is her value?
of. Nothing. You hear
And
that, women?
it's wow, Greg. So when I look at that, it's like in the situation that I'm talking about, it's not even a spouse. See, that'd be different because then there'd be understanding, or I just like to take care of somebody.
Mm.
This is more of somebody that that has the means to also take care of themselves. Unfortunately, they have happened to be in a circumstance where they don't. But what happens when you do? Like, how do you know how to do it?
Hmm. Mm. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. So, with that said, are you ready to be taken care of?
Yes, Greg. Yes, I am. Okay. Before I would have said no. I'd have been like, no, I don't need nobody to take care of me. Greg, yes,
Y'all hear that, y'all? Y'all
I
hear
want
that? She ready to be
to,
taken care of.
yeah, I want to just like put my arms out and just fall and know that I'm gonna be like,
You want to do a trust fall?
yeah, in all the aspects of life. Like I don't.
I
It
think I'm
was
a trustworthy person, but if given the opportunity to do that, I would definitely let somebody fall.
okay, Greg. I don't think you would. I
Yeah,
think the
I would.
humor of it in your mind you would, but understand what it is. And the moment that you do, let
That's
someone fall,
that's the hope. That's the hope that the moment happens.
right?
It's the hope that Angela Bassett shows up like Black Panther when she's about to kill Neymar. Spoiler alert.
You're horrible, Greg.
It's the hope. What?
I don't hear anything. Is mine just turned up?
Oh, which one you win?
Three.
Pause. Do you hear anything now?
Yeah. No, I do.
It was low. Let's turn down.
Um,
And mine is super loud.
hmm.
That's why I was so clear.
Yeah. See, we are still clear, but
But that joke was like
I couldn't
loud.
hear anything. Yeah, like, and when I say like take care of me, like I can take care of myself as well, And I'm even
Can
trying.
you?
I'm taking care of. I'm working on doing better things to take care of me every day.
Like
However,
using the bathroom when you walk into a place?
it doesn't be the first thing I'll be thinking about, Greg. But I do realize that it'd be messing up my whole me. I'll be everywhere until I release, and then I come back and I'm like, "Hi, everyone." It's so funny. I think Hello Brother was just like, I think you just needed to decompress. You're totally fine now. I was like, yes, I do. It's like I walk in here and I gotta like,
Like, just go to the bathroom. Like, don't even say hi. Just go.
I know, but I don't want to be rude. And then I start talking, and then I
But
move
you are
around.
rude when you don't use the bathroom.
I didn't pick that up.
Mm.
Okay.
Now you got it. Put it in your pocket.
But you
Take it
shouldn't
with you.
walk into someone's house and not say anything.
You
Sometimes
can
I
say,
do that too, though.
hello. Do what you need to do.
Okay. Hi, Greek. I don't know.
Lift me up. I think I'm the only person that really enjoys that song.
No. I was like, I know this song. I was like,
Hold me down.
yeah, because I like there's a build up to it too. I like it.
She gonna perform in that Super Bowl. Watch.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't remember what my thought was.
For real?
Yeah.
It's about living with people.
Oh. Yes.
See?
Yes.
I'm good, yo.
Yeah, I've been today. Just today.
Yeah, today.
I love you, Greg.
Yeah, Gigi said we gonna get breakfast.
I did.
Ask me if we got breakfast.
No, he did not.
All right, banter.
It's Blue's birthday.
Happy birthday, Crayon.
Yeah, it's his birthday. I totally forgot about that too. I was like, what?
You did not forget about it.
Yeah, I
You've
forgot.
been talking about it.
No, I didn't. I relax, Craig.
What is there to relax
but
about?
I'm just saying relax. But what I'm saying is, when it's coming, but like the day is there. You're like, oh, it's today. Like I know that it was coming.
Like, oh yeah, I gotta go on a trip, and then the day of the trip.
You're like, oh,
sure.
no.
Yeah.
Or like even
sure.
like the trip is Thursday. You're like, oh my gosh, it's Wednesday already. Like
I gotta pack.
I had a pack, yeah. Like it was like that. It was like, ah. And then even the idea was like, I told Greg, and I heard me say like, Greg, meh, 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 meh. And I was just like, I happen to not think that it was his birthday.
Talk about.
But I also didn't think he wanted
could
to
be
spend
right.
it with me. He wanted to spend it with
I
me.
was about to sit at the airport for an hour, y'all.
No, you weren't, because I would have gotten up. Because he also had to leave too, and so we would have just came back at the same time.
He probably had to leave in like 30 minutes.
No. He was already like getting up, like when I was picking up the phone, because he was moving. I wasn't. It was a very interesting evening. It was like one person fell asleep, then another person woke up, and another person fell asleep, another person woke up. It's very. Oh, he wanted me to tell you, Greg, that me taking it isn't the R word. It's actually okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we were saying how like there's times where I just take it.
Oh,
Yes.
of course he's not going to say that's what it is. No man would. Unless they don't want
He
it.
said that it's not. He said because he's
Of who? What? Don't even want to make it about that. What man would do that? I think a woman would more before a man would.
I don't know. I think if you don't want it, then you don't want it. Don't matter the gender. I'm just saying specifically.
You're missing my point.
Okay, what's your point?
If a man doesn't want it, but you're in a relationship, you'll take it, and it's fine.
If a man doesn't want it, he'll take it.
If a man doesn't want it,
Mhm.
but the female does, y'all, we talk about sex.
Yes.
If a man doesn't want to have sex,
Yes.
now we talk about in the context of a relationship. Y'all are committed to each other on some kind of level.
Yes. Not
Right.
dating.
Cool.
Or, whatever.
If a man doesn't want to have sex, not even just say like I don't want to have sex, but just like they go to sleep, and you want to, and you decide to get it up, put it in, go crazy. No man is gonna be like, you arred me.
Yes, because the thing is that
Let me
there's
finish.
okay.
Let me finish. Now on the flip side, if a woman, just reverse the situation. If a woman falls asleep,
Yeah.
and because we don't got to get nothing up, we just gotta, we get up, put it in.
Yeah.
As soon as she feels it, right? And I guess the only. Nope, keep going. You put it in, and you're going. Then you finish. Turn back over and go to sleep. I think a woman would say that something happened.
Okay. I can see that, unless they had a conversation about that already. Okay. But on the flip side, for the males, I think that where it becomes an issue, regardless if they like it or not, is if they've consented to having protected or unprotected sex, right? So for me, I feel like I'm always safe because my consent is the condom that is placed on the penis, whether I do it.
The words
or
of
he does.
Gigi is of Gigi and Gigi alone.
The consent is the condom. I'm talking about for males.
Will you listen back to it?
What?
I want you to call me and tell me how that sounds.
Okay. Then okay, I want to fix it because I don't know how I'm talking about my situation specifically, right?
Fair.
Because me and him talked about it. Because we are both aware that a condom is being put on, that is consent.
Okay.
Yes. Now I think
and
that
your part two, like reverse two.
No. So for a woman, I think that if you don't have any conversations about, hey, like
Your situation.
my situation, and there's no condom.
No, there's a condom. The condom is the consent.
Oh, then yeah, no, we're good. I've already provided consent way before. Like you could take it, wake me up. I like that. That's a thing for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally into that, and I'm okay with getting woken up like that. I actually had to have a conversation to set an understanding.
I want to be woken up to head or by head.
I'm gonna give you a perspective. I'm talking too much. All right, so there are good times and then there are bad times. It really depends on your sleep. I'm gonna tell you why. Because some men, and I don't know, Greg, because I don't touch you while you sleep, but some men don't like to be touched when they're asleep. And certain positions.
Oh, I'm a cuddler, absolutely.
No.
I love to be touched.
Greg, think about your sleeping.
I am thinking about how I sleep.
Right, you're sleeping. You're not
I'm
in
the
a
person
cuddle.
that told you that I want to start a cuddle business.
Yeah, Greg, that was weird. But what I'm trying to tell you is that just think about you just sleeping, right? And I'm not, and by all means, it could not be. It could be something that you didn't do, but you ever been like touched and then you kind of like whacked whatever's like trying to.
No.
You just woken up and just be like, oh,
No, I've just never been in a situation where I didn't want to be touched while I was asleep.
Really? Even with the brotherhood, like none of them bothered you while you were sleeping?
Whoa. Thank you for...
You've slept in places with them.
Understand. And let me think about that. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you like if I feel like a irritant on my face or something.
Think about Greg, right?
I don't want nobody to like use their fingers and crawl up my thigh to go grab my penis. No.
So Greg,
that's weird.
Greg, I'm just saying, like, just think about the idea you're sleeping and you feel just something on your leg, right?
It depends.
You don't, but I'm just saying you don't even know what it is.
I'm telling you, it depends on how they do it.
Really?
Yes.
You're not gonna think about because it has never happened to you. You won't think about like who this is. You won't think about.
No.
Okay, you'll just assume that this is the person that's next to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I can't live my life in that much fear.
I don't think it's about living in fear. I just think that, and like I said, it's not everybody, and it doesn't happen all the time. It's just that even for me, like
you
if
just
I'm
the porno.
What is the porno, Greg? Set the scene.
Somebody coming in their room. The person that I'm laying with isn't doing the things that's happening. You still don't get it.
Oh, you're talking about like when they be laying next to each other?
Yes.
Oh, you watch those. It's because they advertise them a lot.
Those are good.
Yeah, they be doing those. It be too much sometimes because you be like, so you ain't gonna wake up.
That's me.
But, that's me. Nigga, you know you don't have to wake up. At this point, everybody wake up eventually. Even if you don't want to wake up, you be like, what the fuck? I feel like I saw something like that on Twitter. Whatever.
You did.
Yeah. Shut up.
Whatever. You know you did.
What were we saying, Greg?
People touching me while I'm sleeping because I want to.
Yes, and I'm not saying this happens all the time, but it has happened to me because I like to, pleasure my person. But like this one time,
He punched the shit out of you.
it wasn't a punch. It was like a. I don't want to say even like a smack. It was like a. It was like you see how like I'm trying to show it to you, Greg. Maybe you can it was like so. Say I'm here, and he's like like move my whole body.
Did he wake up?
No, at that moment, yeah, and then realize like what happened, and then like grab me. But it was just like I no longer was in. I was taken aback because I was just like.
Yo, I got all of the worst. Like I played it out in my head.
It
And
was
I
like
am
think about like
dying
football,
laughing.
like when they run in and they just see it, and all of a sudden they just been taken out.
He
Like
stiffed on the shit out of you.
yeah, boop.
He
like,
went. He went.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes, Greg. And I was like, yeah, that's when you yeah, stop touching people when they sleep. So
That's
I've had
funny.
good experiences where like it kind of like it all worked out. And other times it was just like, I need to put a helmet on. It might not be safe out here.
What?
Gotta put a helmet on. It might not be safe out here. Played a reference to football.
The football. Got it. I thought you went back to a condom. Sorry.
No, I.
That was because then that was like, then why are you down here if you don't
Well,
feel
no,
like
because
you're
that was
safe?
well. That's how I feel like my consent, like with him specifically. Like I feel, I think that the moment I decide to like entertain him while he may be sleeping or half sleep, and I like take it and I don't put a condom on, I think that there should be a conversation had. And I wouldn't do that because I think that's disrespectful, and then I wouldn't trust the person. I couldn't trust you.
We still gotta do banter,
Oh, this is.
right?
Go ahead, Greg.
It's a great conversation. Banter's pretty cool today. Banter. Still gotta happen. Don't act like it don't gotta happen. What was the last meal that you had where you was like feeding for it, and then you got it, and it was everything you thought it was gonna be and more?
Does this have to be food?
Whatever you. What the fuck would it be? I'm gonna go first. So, cause I'm not nasty.
Didn't you just say you vaginas? Didn't you want to just go eat a vagina? In the last episode.
Who called me a vagina? What?
No, didn't you tell the world you wanted to eat a vagina in the last episode?
I did?
Yeah.
How was that nasty?
You didn't even care what vagina you was eating.
What? Wait, excuse me?
Come on, Greg, let's go. Answer your question.
Wait, I care about the vagina that I'm eating.
You say you just wanted to eat some vagina. You didn't say no specification. You don't have anybody specific to say. Do you do? Shout them out, Greg. I can't hear you.
The middle finger is up, y'all, if y'all want to know.
Okay, Greg, come on. Banter.
Don't do that. I just feel like I don't even want to do it no more.
That's how, you see how you feel? Like, I don't even want to do it. I'm asleep now, man. I'm tired. I got a little headache now. It's like, shoot. Yeah,
I got a headache now.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh, me, shit.
That's crazy. Okay. This topic I don't even feel like answering this banter question.
Let's do it, girl. You want the food. You think about food.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you said it has to be food.
Yes.
Well, that's all you had to do say, Greg. So you just trying to.
You didn't. Why did you have to ask if it's something else?
Because this is just a conversation, Greg.
Whatever. There's nothing in there. You just like blowing, don't you?
Trash.
A couple months ago, I was like, y'all, let me tell y'all, sometimes I do go on these weird eating binges, like not binges, that's the wrong word for it. But like, I'll do shit during the week where it's like, I'm only gonna eat chicken, or I'm only gonna eat once a week. No fast food, right? I do the no fast food thing pretty often. But this one time I did it like a couple of months ago. I I was like on Saturday, I'm going to Five Guys. I'm gonna get the best burger ever with those French fries that come in a brown bag with some Cajun seasoning on it and a strawberry milkshake. And y'all, I don't do dairy.
No, he doesn't actually.
I'm gonna get a strawberry milkshake, strawberry Oreo milkshake.
Oh, your ass was singing.
But my stomach was so happy.
Mm,
That was like good. Like good, good, good.
mm.
So that was the last time I had a meal that I wanted, that I planned for, that I was like, there's no way this could be bad. There's no way this could be bad.
Okay, so then thank you. Thank you for setting the scene for me because then I
No
have
problem.
one. Um, Blue cooked it actually. It was shrimp and salmon and broccoli and mashed potatoes. 'Cause you know, like I like mashed potatoes. And it was really good. It was amazing. Like the shrimp was perfect.
Because it was made with love.
Yeah, I guess. If the seasoning was right. I want to say we cooked it together,
Yeah, I did.
but like if this was like a song, I would get producer credits.
You would get a feature?
Yes. Yes, I would get a feature. Yeah, because you know I was in the mashed potatoes. Ba-da-ba-bum. I was
Mashed
in the
potatoes are gross.
I love mashed potatoes.
Ew.
I love them. He
I
likes
know,
them.
because you're willing to wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning and make mashed potatoes as your comfort
Yeah,
food.
we've actually done that together.
Well, yeah, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes we eat late. Like we'll be like too busy talking. We don't realize we didn't eat food, and sometimes we'll like get something, order something, or we'll cook something together.
Aren't y'all so cute?
Or he cook and I'll be there.
You seem like you're there when everybody cooks.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah, I don't know if Gigi could cook.
He wouldn't let me.
No, she doesn't seem like the type that can cook.
Wow.
Let me tell y'all why. To cook, you have to be attentive.
Wow, you don't think I'm attentive?
Not at all. So, like, she like the type of person that put something on the stove and think that she could go away and do something else. She'll start a conversation, be on the phone for an hour, turn like, oh shit.
That's not true.
Baylor, do you agree with this assessment?
Wow.
Watch.
That's
He's gonna say yes.
no.
Yes. He probably won't because last week it was like a tag team, a
Like,
handicap match.
Do you know, like, I just happen to have the luxury of, like, having people around me that enjoy cooking, so they do it. But I've actually, like, you know, cooked on my own. Like, I lived with someone where I've cooked it, too. Like, he cooked on some days, and I cooked on some days, too. So it's not, like
once
something that's
every
far.
other month.
No. Like, we would cook because we were trying to budget because we were going to move and get, like, another place. So, like, we wanted to be...
I can't picture you cooking.
Okay, well, you can't picture me doing a lot of things, and that's okay, too.
Like, can y'all?
I just don't. I just never had to. Even when I was in college, I lived like in the condos and townhouses. And when I thought it was gonna be at that moment where I was gonna cook, guess what? I met my best friend Kim. She happened to live next door, and she loved cooking to the point where she would just be like, "Gee, like here's the menu. Like tell me the menu for the week or things that you feel like eating," and she would get it and cook for me. Like every time, like.
So
I
you don't
meet
cook
someone-
often. That's how I know you probably
It's
can't
not
cook.
that I don't. It's not that I don't cook. I just tend that I don't have to. Like,
So you cook.
yeah,
When?
when I want to.
When?
When I want to.
When the last time you cooked? A couple months ago?
No.
Year and a half?
No. Probably like.
When you was 6 and learned how to make oodles and noodles?
Don't do that, Craig. It's not funny.
How is that not funny? I thought it was hilarious.
Because I wasn't cooking oodles and noodles at 6. Actually, when I was younger, I had my sisters cook for me.
Look,
I actually taught them how to cook so they can cook the things that I like.
And they learn from somebody who don't cook often.
They had to learn from me. Think about it. So they and one of my sisters are actually a really really great cook too, and because she cooked for me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I was doing this since I was like young.
She said because she cooked for me.
Yes.
Can y'all think about the credit?
I gave her
think
ideas
about the
of
credit
things.
you just gave yourself.
Yes, because all right. Oh, there we go. She explored after that, but I think it was the idea that I didn't want to cook for myself, and if I teach you how to do this, then you'll cook. And she used to love doing it. And then I taught my little sister the same thing, and then they would be tag teaming. Who's gonna cook for Gigi today? Yeah.
What kind of narcissistic?
I love that. I
said
can't believe
because
that.
they cook for me, they got better.
Yes, I they loved me, so I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. They really. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I used to just lay in bed. I'm surprised I ain't blow up. I used to just lay in bed and I would teach them the things that I like, and then after that, obviously, they would be curious and try to make things that they like too. But it all started off with all the things that I like. How I like my eggs, how I liked my burgers, everything.
You got 2 things to listen back for.
Right.
Because that sounds crazy.
It's the truth, even though I know I'm a better person now, you guys. But like I said, like I had to live, because this is me realizing I'm like, I've always had people cook for me. And it's not that I can't do it, it's just, I never really had to do it. But
you
I
like
can.
being called princess?
No.
That's shocking.
Oh, why?
Because you're always being served.
You know what? I never saw it that way.
Yeah.
I never saw it that way.
Yeah.
Who's serving me great?
Seem like everybody in your life.
No.
You talk about somebody like who gets served pretty often too.
Yeah, but
Actually, it's not surprising because I don't like being called king. I hate that shit. That trend bothers me.
But it wouldn't be king, it'd be prince.
No, people call. I mean.
Oh, okay. You was calling me princess, so relax, Greg.
Shut up.
You keep it on the same energy.
What man gets called prince?
Okay.
And I think because Prince has killed it for people to be called prince.
Why?
You ever heard of a man be like, "What's going on, Prince?"
No.
It's king.
But maybe you can start it, Greg.
No, that sounds weird.
You think king is better?
I know. I think they're all stupid, but
Alright,
I would
so-
rather be called king than princess.
Okay.
Than prince.
Are you sure? I'll call you princess.
Gigi.
See, that's exactly what I want to be called.
You sure? Not shorty?
Don't do that, Greg. You know I don't like that. I don't like that. For anyone that doesn't know and thinks that I'm being funny,
Oh, they know. They know.
I don't like to be called shorty or ma.
Go back to Convo 92.
Just
They know.
I don't respond to those things.
Hey, yo, what up, ma?
No. Call your mom ma, or
Senorita.
call someone that's a mother ma, but not me. So
Yeah.
this is only banter.
I know. We good?
What was the oh, I told you mine was like a shrimp and broccoli.
Because-
No, it wasn't broccoli. It was string beans
And mashed potatoes.
and mashed potatoes
with blue.
With blue.
And it was made with love, and that's why it was your favorite meal.
It was just a meal that it got better even the next day, and usually like stuff like that doesn't taste that good the next day.
Especially shrimp.
Yeah, and it was
Or
just like
salmon.
it was so good. Like
I think I don't
it
like
wasn't
salmon
overcooked
anymore.
either. Why?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Just because I haven't bought it or cooked it in a while.
Maybe you should try it. When's the last fish you ate? We know you ain't eat no pussy, Greg.
Damn.
Go ahead.
That hurt.
It don't hurt, Greg.
And for your information,
You out here eating pussy, Greg.
whoa, I am not.
Okay. So then what's the problem?
The last fish that I had was. I don't know. I have no idea.
Snapper, flounder, tilapia.
It's probably a whiting because I had a fish sandwich.
Okay.
When? No idea.
Wow. So you've just been. Maybe you should try it. See, maybe you like it. I don't think it. I think salmon is pretty good. You might like it.
I have a really dumb question.
Sure.
What is considered a fish? Is a whale considered a fish?
Isn't it like a mammal? Like, Are we really about to do this?
I just you don't gotta look it up. Just answer the question.
No, I'm not gonna answer this. I'm not gonna just.
Do you consider a
blindly-
shark a
Yes,
fish?
I think everything in the water.
Is a shrimp a fish?
Yes.
A seahorse?
Yes.
Octopus?
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, don't be coming for me if someone got the real answer, because I don't know. It just said a turtle.
Um, a turtle. I don't think a turtle's a fish.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
think a turtle would. No, that's a frog. A frog was a fish.
A frog was a sperm.
Isn't everything technically kind of like spermish?
Yeah, that's very true.
Spermish. Is there anything else that I thought about food? Let's go to topics, Greg.
Huh?
You're wrong. Gist of this conversation is that I'm right and y'all wrong.
I'm not in
Allow that shit to it's multiplied.
Yeah.
Do it again, Greg. Don't do that.
I'm tired.
Wake up. I told you if you wanted to.
I'm tired and I have no voice.
Do it again.
Here we go. Is that acceptable?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Convo 96 of Just a Conversation with Greg, Mr. Rent Money, and Gigi. I am the person who talks first. I'm Greg. I'm beautiful. Some days depend on the day, not recently because I don't got a haircut. And I'm joined by my sister.
Gigi.
How are you? How's your life? How's things going?
Hi,
Did you grow an inch?
everyone. I am doing okay. I've had better days, but I'm not going to complain.
That's a sermon.
Okay. Work has been like still busy. I just seem really busy, and I'm trying to find a better balance with not only like work and my life, but also just like time for my dog and like self-care days for me too. I feel like I've been kind of shortchanging that time for myself, and I think I need to do some better time with like managing that. And yeah, I feel lately I haven't been feeling the greatest, but shout out to Blue and your birthday because it's good to like celebrate life, and
It's a celebration.
it's good to just like be around someone or someone actually wants to be around you and bring in their day. It was really special. So shout outs to that. And yeah, Greg, how are you?
I'm tired. I'm not gonna even hold you. This is a really busy season as far as work and side work and life. You know, just trying to manage yourself is work. So that
Absolutely.
on top of like really extraneous work at your at your job. Like I had 2 shows this week, which was a lot in 2 different cities. And one city didn't have it all together, so I was helping put together a show at 1 o'clock in the morning the day before the show. Stuff like that is very tiring. But you was about to say something.
No, no, no. This
Oh,
is me just listening to you.
I was just gonna say, I don't usually care for like I'm not nobody needs to tell Greg that he's great. I believe that about myself. When it comes to my talents, we'll only talk about my talents. But it was cool to see like my work on display in a concert hall, like full blown concert hall, and people coming up to me like, "This looks great," and wondering who did the graphics and all that stuff. I'm like, "Yeah, yeah."
So on the one hand, you don't want someone to say that you're great.
No, I don't need it, but it's cool to hear.
Got it. You don't need words of affirmation.
No, when it comes to my talents,
So how didn't you know that you're good?
because look at that shit.
But someone would have to like
No,
respond, and
not really.
so just people could look at it and not say anything, and they've understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think also monetary value shows it as well.
Give me an example.
Um, my price range.
Because people say that you're good.
Sure, I get what you're trying to say.
I'm just saying, is that really hard for you to say that you're great without someone telling you that you're not great?
No,
Understand
when it
that?
comes
But
to
I understand that you don't need it because you know that the work that you do is good. It's just, at a certain level you do, like you said, like it's great to hear.
yeah,
Because you've been in like an online magazine. They used a photo
yeah,
of, I think it was like New York. They took before. I want
yeah,
to say.
yeah. I took a New York photo. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I guess what I'm getting more like what I'm getting at is just that no one never. Let me not say never. Coming up, of course, like when you first get into your craft, you want somebody to validate what you're doing. Of course, I'm just saying. In the past, like I would say 6 or 7 years, nobody, you don't gotta tell me nothing. I don't
I,
need to hear anything.
I understand, but it's good to hear it.
Yes, that's probably a better way of saying it.
I like words of affirmation.
I know.
Yes,
I think we all know.
I do like that. Just don't word of affirmation me down to death. Don't do that.
I don't know. I feel like people who need words of affirmation never see the greatness in themselves.
That's not true.
Then what you need them for?
It's the idea that
Someone else sees it?
mm, mm, okay. So words of affirmation for me.
Did I just fuck you up?
Yeah, a little bit, but because
This is why I prefaced it by saying my talents. Because in a relationship,
yeah.
I need that shit.
Okay.
Because I have a hard time loving myself like especially in relationships.
Okay.
Like I usually put myself second.
Okay.
But when it comes to talents, I know I'm that nigga.
Okay. And see, I'm trying to think about it in that instance, that I can totally understand and I agree with you with that. And so when I think of words of affirmation, no, because I know that I do a great job at work. But it's good to hear someone tell me that I'm doing a good job at work.
Yes.
Yeah. I need like yeah. I know where it stemmed from. It was the idea that when me growing up, it was always an expectation to do good. So you didn't get a good job. You never.
I'll put it to you this way, right? Let's keep it at work, right? If you was at a company and no one ever said, Gigi, you're doing great. This is a great job. You are doing really good on this. They never said it to you, but you still get your raises and get good performance reviews and like you just keep rising, especially with your salary. Your salary keeps going up.
Then you told me.
Forget the performance review. Just your salary keeps going up. But no one ever says, Gigi, good job.
No, that's different. My salary is going up.
So the affirmation isn't the money. Not
affirmation.
necessarily in the person saying good job.
You're talking about in this career
And
set.
just in this scenario right now, when it comes to work.
Yeah, because I think in certain environments, did I work on a big project?
Well, that's even better. You worked on a huge project. You did most of the work, and the project was such a success.
Yeah.
But no one said good job. But instead, you got a really good raise.
Did they talk about the project at all?
Who knows? They just said, Gigi, we're increasing your salary by 20%.
I'm okay with that. But if they brought it up and deliberately didn't bring me into it, I would be upset.
If they brought,
Like if they brought up the project and
oh,
didn't associate my
but you
name.
still got the raise.
Did they talk about anybody else?
But you got the raise.
Did they talk about anybody
But
else?
you got the raise.
Did they talk about
Sure.
anybody else? They did?
Yep.
Did the person work on it with me?
Yes, he did. Or she.
Oh, I was about to say it's a man.
Yes, they did.
Okay, so they. All
In
right.
fact, they were the leader.
They were the leader?
But you still did more work.
Oh no, that's an assumption. Then that's something I would know. And I got paid.
You got the raise.
Yeah,
But they talk about this project
yeah,
that this person led,
Yeah.
and that this project propelled this company in a whole nother direction.
yes.
But no one ever told you good job.
I'm okay with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Like you get because in that instance we've had conversations. That's why you're giving me compensation.
And that's how I feel all the time about my
Yes.
talents.
Okay. But see, the thing is that I just happen to be in the. I don't always find myself in all those same situations. Sometimes I find myself in situations where, because I'm learning a skill and I'm trying to grow within the organization and you're not paying me, you better word affirmation me to
For sure.
every day.
Yeah.
There should be quotes about wisdom, growth, and prosperity.
And that's the
here.
thing. I don't. That's the main reason why I don't care for words. I feel like once again, only talk about talents. I'm not talking about any other aspect of my life. Once I feel like I'm not being affirmed with value, then we have an issue.
And I respect that. I think what has shaken anything for me or allowed me to think that I needed to reset, now I feel like I don't have to, or I know that I don't have to. It was that every time I set myself on a path, I found myself somewhere else. Like I went to school for accounting, ended up doing account management, was a contractor, went into financial, I was a financial analyst, only to want to become a front-end web developer. Every time that I started something where I was on the path of getting everything done, something shifted. Now I'm starting again. I'm a beginner again. Like I'm no longer this expert in this field. I'm now like the amateur. And so I'm accepting these low balls when I'm just these low balls. There's nothing wrong with low balls, y'all. Because I'm underestimating my value. Because if I'm so dynamic that I'm able to maneuver and do all these things, why do I not think that I can do this or accept more money? So maybe I probably by 2023, I probably won't be a words of affirmation. I might not be a words of affirmation person.
But I do need them from my partner. I think that's a completely different situation.
I can understand that. But yeah, as the journey of this new role that I'm taking on, and I know that this is probably going to be one of my major careers of my life, I don't need hand holding, but I am around quote unquote seasoned.
She is around.
Excuse me, seasoned colleagues that can provide me with a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and getting confirmation that I'm on the right path to do what I need to do, so I can at least get to the point where I can, be them or surpass them. I'm open for it. So,
How many careers you think you're gonna have in your life?
I don't know. I really think it
It
depends.
depends on what you consider it a career. Too.
Yeah, because like you think like this is a job,
Yes,
and I
you're
don't
right.
feel like this is a job.
Yeah, got it.
No.
Jump into some topics.
We still not in the topics. I thought this was a topic.
No, that was just I was telling you I was tired, but I was glad that.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Greg. I'm hoping.
No, it's just a conversation. It's alright, Joe.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You want to start with yours or mine?
I keep forgetting. Okay, I think I know what mine is. But...
Say what you think it is. I'll help you out.
Oh, because I'm going first. Finish that because I can do that. Start the other one. Excuse me. So excuse me. I'm so sorry.
I'm so looking forward to laying in my bed and going to sleep.
Um, my question. Okay, my.
Side note, I just pushed my bed against the
Words.
wall too, so it's right near the
I
window.
saw that and I was
think
like,
it's a little cold. It's like, give me these covers.
so that's why you did that.
Absolutely. And I want an electric drum set in my room.
Electric drum set.
Want to practice more?
I bet. So my topic, everyone, I apologize, is if you're married, uh, do you think it's okay to live apart from your partner, or do you think that you guys have to live together?
Until you have kids is okay.
Okay. So you think that it's okay?
So can I give you the Gigi route real quick? Go to Gigi question route.
Well, it's really hard when you go my route because I'm here, and that's why.
Because it's just funny because I know you're gonna agree with me.
Oh, okay.
So in the perfect situation, like there's trust already
Greg,
established.
relax. I don't know if you think that that's what I sound like, and I'm gonna drop kick you, and I don't like that. So, and even the way that you're talking with your hands, Greg, don't do that.
Yeah, like trust has already been established. But yeah, serious though, if trust has already been established with the person, you do trust the person.
Okay.
Because that would to me be the only reason why you would have a problem living apart. That's not true.
No, because
If you broke, brokies can't do it.
No, because obviously, if you're married to this person, you won't be broke if they can do it too.
True. That's what I'm saying. You can't be broke.
No, but like I'm saying that, like, okay, an example is.
I'm sorry. I want to strike my whole answer from the record. Absolutely not.
But
no, you
can't.
gotta stay together. No.
And if you're married, you have to live together in the same house.
Absolutely, yes.
Why do you think that?
I believe in gender roles.
Yes, you do. Like a little bit too much.
And not only it's funny because I was just talking to somebody about how the Bible says be submissive, like a woman should be submissive to a man. I also, though I do believe that, I believe the man needs to be worth being submitted to.
But what do you call submissive?
Like let him lead. Let him be the man of the house.
What if he can't?
Then why the hell you with him?
Because women
are stupid?
No, Greg.
Then why the hell are you with him?
Because some women don't need a man to lead in order for them to be with them.
And that's the problem.
That's your problem.
No, it's not my problem. I think that's the problem of the world.
That's your opinion.
Sure.
So it's your problem.
Fair. And I'm not talking about women can be presidents, they can be CEOs, they can do all that shit. Like that is not what I'm getting at.
He is using the Trump hands, by the way.
I sure am. Because what I am strictly talking about is I think men in I'm talking about in a traditional boy-girl relationship. Because that's all I can speak from. A man is supposed to lead the woman. They're supposed to lead the family. Like, in leading, everyone leads differently because now you can get into like the way I lead is leading would just be making sure that she has a voice in the decisions that we make. And if me being a great leader would listen to her and her opinions and the things that she thinks that why this could go wrong or why this could go right, and make the best sound decision.
But you're still making the decision.
We've made it together.
No. Because you're saying that she has a voice doesn't mean that, but you make the final decision.
Words. See, I'm really trying to watch the way I say things.
Okay. Because you're the leader. Remember, the leader makes the final decision. That's what you're calling yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But good leaders listen to his counsel.
Yes. But
And so the decision could, you know what? You're right. Yes, you're right. I'm not going to back down from that. Yeah, you're right. But I just think that because if she says our kids should go to this school because of this, and they trump all of my reasons why our child should go here,
who decides it's trumped? You do.
I do.
Okay.
Yes, and yes, I do.
Okay.
But that's not saying that I'm not taking her feelings into consideration.
Of course, I understand that.
Two things can happen.
I didn't say that.
Okay. Yep. I will die on that hill.
Okay, so you
are man needs to lead in the house, and if you live apart, you don't get that. Okay. So when you do have kids, right? Because I think when you have kids, there's no way in hell you should be choosing where the kid is at. Like that's instability for a child, and I know we have to do it. Like I'm in the situation where I'm doing it now. But of course, if I could change that, I absolutely would. I believe that is firm instability for a child. They have no routine because we parent differently. Even though we could agree on the big things, some things that she do, I don't. So if you don't have that respect for your husband because y'all was living separately all that time apart, then I do have a kid, and I would hope that they want to move into the same house now. She's not gonna respect him.
Why do you think that because we don't live together, they don't respect each other?
I didn't say each other. I said her to him.
Okay, why? Why? Because they don't live in the same household. Why would they? Why would you see that?
Because you don't know how he leads.
Well, I married you.
But you don't know how I lead a house.
Okay.
You know how I lead situations. But you don't know how I lead a house with our kids in it.
I respect that. But then at the same time, because I get the sentiment.
I'm sorry, just not to cut you off, but you don't know how I manage money.
Yes, I would.
How? How could you possibly know that?
Because you're taking care of the house.
That don't mean shit. A lot of people live in places, but they should be out on their ass because they ain't pay their rent.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is in this scenario, because it's how you see it. We just don't live together. Okay. I can even put
That's fair.
He's in the army. He is in another country. There's scenarios.
So this is forced?
Either way, I'm giving you scenarios because it could be forced. It could not be forced.
Because army is a good one because that's forced. Like we're forced to live apart.
Yes, but at the same time, I can travel. I can travel.
Yeah,
I can move to base with you.
Yeah, you're right.
Same thing. I could just move to the country that you're in, or vice versa.
Yeah, you're right.
But I also think that even with your thought process, and I get it because of who you are, but wouldn't you want to believe that, God forbid, anything would happen to you where you're not able to lead efficiently, that your partner is able to take on those responsibilities?
Absolutely.
But if you've been doing this the whole time for them, how would they ever be able to do it? It's like you telling me about cooking, right? Yeah. If I've been having people cook for me this whole time, in your mind, I don't cook. Yep. But I'm telling you that I could cook. But you're telling me that I don't because I don't do it often. So if you're telling me as this man that you're going to have a situation where you're going to take care of the household, how does she know how to do that?
Because we're a partnership. We've been doing it together. I'm just leading it. So you see how I do it. So God forbid I can't do it no more. You got the tutelage. You've seen it. You've seen it in action. You've seen it be successful.
Okay, but you're the breadwinner. So where am I? How am I doing the same
things? Why would she have her own job? Well, who said anything about why would I need to be the breadwinner?
Because you're the one that's taking care of all the bills.
That don't mean nothing. She made more than me.
But you still paid all the bills
Absolutely.
with your money.
Yeah.
So I don't get it.
She would be fine if something was to happen to me. Just because you're the, I don't understand. Just because I'm the breadwinner,
Mm-hmm.
what do you consider the breadwinner?
The person that makes more money.
Yeah, I never was the person that was making the most money.
Ever?
No.
Oh, well, you still paid all the bills in my mind. Well,
I did pay all the bills.
Okay.
Every last one of them.
okay. But what are you saying to me? I don't
So
understand.
even so, if something was to happen to me, she got it.
Okay. But okay. In your scenario, obviously, I guess you figured out how to do it.
Because I'm just confused. Because if are you talking about like how I manage the bills or just paying the bills?
Okay, so I wasn't talking about you specifically, so it's hard for me to talk about.
No, I'm back to this scenario.
So I'm talking about in a scenario where in your situation for me, because now you're being specific, but in how you played it out for me is that you're the man of the household, so you're gonna take care of all these things, and she's gonna take care of like X, Y, and Z. But you take care of like the major things that the household needs, right?
Yep.
At this point in time, you've been doing this for so long. Your partner, okay, they work, but they're not paying any of these bills. They're not worrying about what the mortgage is. I mean, unless you put that into a situation where you guys are talking about it.
All the time. We talk about everything.
Okay.
We spend the money together. All of it. We do everything together. I don't think you understand. I get how it's portrayed too. Is like, yes, when I say lead, I am leading us. I'm leading us to make sure that we're good, right? But in that leadership, there's compromise. There's conversation. I'm leading because you're allowing me to lead. Because you could not allow me to lead either. For me, that's a huge issue for me in relationships where there's not a clear cut leader.
No, I know that. And I know, and I get that, Greg. I'm just telling you the scenario that you put forth to me. When you put it into specifics, obviously this is an ideal partner. But when you set it out for me, and I'm thinking about it, it's like you've kind of handicapped your partner, even though they're allowing you to lead, and maybe they're a follower.
Did I handicapped her?
I don't know because I don't know. Like
So,
in my mind,
so can I take your scenario, right?
Okay.
I've been my kid has never paid rent a day in their life. But now they're about to move out and pay rent on their own. Why do they feel like they can do that now?
I feel like do they believe that they can do that now?
Yeah.
I don't know, Greg.
Because they had a great example of someone doing it. They saw how someone lived life, made sure we always had a roof over our head. What did he do? Oh, he got a job. Oh, he managed his money well to make sure that he can.
Yeah, but I don't know. If you're doing it like that, I didn't see. Okay, my parents have always paid mortgages, not rent, and I never seen that.
Say that one more time.
My parents always paid mortgages, not rent. So I didn't even know.
But you know they paid something every month to make sure that y'all had a roof over your head.
At what point in time? Like when I gotta start paying bills? Because I think like as a child, and maybe I'm just spoiled. I'm not worried about that at certain points in my life. Like
for sure, of course, you're not worried about it.
I'm not worrying about how the bills are paid. I don't even think
only care about it if you're worried about it.
Yeah, like until like it was my concern or it was something that I wanted to help with or I wanted to understand. Yeah, outside of that, no, Greg, I didn't even think about even what.
So going off of that logic, right?
Yeah.
Or even that thought. So, like you said, you never had to worry about when the fuck is a bill due? Like what is that? Oh my gosh, right? But at some point, when you got older, you was like, I don't want to live under this house. I don't want to live in this house no more.
Yeah.
Let me go get my own place, right?
Yeah.
Now you got your own place,
Yeah.
right? Now, this could go either one way or another, where You just dumb as shit and don't realize, oh, I gotta make sure I have this amount of money to pay my rent, to turn on my lights, and to make sure I got food to eat. Huh.
Hmm.
When was the last time that happened to me where I didn't have to worry about those things?
Hmm.
Oh, when I was a kid,
No.
when someone was paying all of my bills.
Yes.
That is what I want to do for myself now. Okay. Where do I learn that from? The people who was already doing it for me.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my parents. I wasn't even thinking about from my parents. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, even with my story about even getting my own place. All right, so, I obviously, like, I lived with my grandma, parents. Let me fast forward. No, I lived with my sister at some point. We fast forward. I'm in college now.
Yeah.
I go away. I go away, so I'm in the dorm.
Huh?
Still not having to pay for anything. I come home.
Yeah.
I'm home for a little bit, but then I get into a relationship where I'm able to move out, and at that point, still no pay no rent yet. Moving to another place, no rent. It was not until the third place, because I chose the place, that I decided to rent. But that was because I had a good amount of money in my account. Not, and maybe I was like maybe paying like phone bills. I was paying car notes. So at this point in time, like I've been paying for things, but I've never like really had to pay like security deposits. Like what is that? Like, what? But I had a substantial amount of money in my bank account that I felt like, I mean, I'll be good for 6 months just with this money.
Yeah.
On a rent X amount of months. So I was like, I can do this. That's exactly how I went into it. Like I knew that like with my ex. Like, I knew he paid it, but never really had to think about it. I never had to think about it.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's also because I had money to make that decision. Because even if I knew that I messed up at that point in time in my life, like, I was in my I was like early 20s. Like, I was going to be fine. I was like, even if I blew it, I was like, I'll be okay. That's how I thought about it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't move that way. It's different.
Why not?
Because I don't believe I have any type of security except myself.
Do you want to get back to that security?
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, like before that security wasn't just myself. Like the security was like I thought I was superhuman. I thought about like my parents. Remember, my parents not. I don't think my parents don't pay bills. Well, my parents pay bills, y'all. I was like I'm not thinking of like back then. I'm not thinking. You know, if they're having any issues or any problems, right?
Yeah, it's not your concern.
I'm not even thinking about it. They've never put that in the forefront for me.
Absolutely,
right? So
good parents.
When I'm doing all these things and I'm trying to navigate life, for me, I'm just like, okay, if I fall, like I'll be okay. I gotta roll. You know what I mean? Somewhere I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's not up until this point where like
you got to an age.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Keep going. Now you could.
But this is what I'm saying is like but you're saying I'm learning. Okay, Greg. I got to an age in what?
You got to an age where, let's say you could say things. I thought I saw something in the mirror.
Greg, I'm leaving. I will leave you by yourself, Greg. You look. Fuck you in the click you claim.
Like, I know I hit a door open.
No,
so.
I'm not. No, Greg. No.
We safe, y'all.
That's what you say. Greg, I will leave you. Greg, I will tell your story, man.
All I'm saying is that you got to an age where, forget age, you got to a point in your life where the things that you didn't have to care for, you now have to care for, right?
Absolutely.
And now that you have to care for those things, you think about the time when you didn't have to care for those things and figured out why I didn't have to care for these things. Sure. I didn't have to care for these things. Why? Because it was taken care of.
Always.
Now that I care for it, I got to make sure it's taken care of. So I don't have to care for it.
You're going to have to care for it in order for it to get taken care of, Greg.
For me not to care about it. Probably like this. Let me tell you. Let me bring y'all a little bit to my financial life, right?
Okay. Ooh, Greg. Go ahead, Greg.
Listen, I have a very... I like to shop. I like to buy shit. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yes, he does. Shoes.
Sure. So for me, I try to make sure the money for rent is done like quick because once the rent, like once bills, let me just say bill money. Once all the bills and shit is paid, I'm good. It's over. It's over for it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's my concern. I cared for it, but now it's no more a concern because it's done. It is over, and that's because I learned or I saw people, or no, at some point in my life there was a time where I didn't have to care. That's what brings me back to that point.
Okay, I hear you, Greg. I hear you, Greg. So, what does that have to do with the actual topic with a man not living in the house with his wife?
Because you said if something was to happen to the man, because I said the man needs to leave,
Yes.
um, she's gonna be high and dry. You said it feels like I'm handicapping her, and
Yeah.
I don't feel like I am.
Well, now that you're giving me more perspective on the partner that you're going to choose, that she's also going to be a leader, but choosing you to lead
Yes,
is different.
yes.
When I thought about it, it was just like, yo, I'm going to be listen to what I gotta say, and you either
You don't
get
want a
on.
man to lead you?
Do I want a man? Do I want a man to lead me?
Yeah.
I want to be able to trust the man that I'm with to lead. Does that mean that he has to leave me?
Just say yes.
No, because
Just say
I could be
yes.
doing my own thing.
Yo, that was yes without saying yes. You realize that?
Sure, Greg. Fine.
Because it's what I said.
Okay.
Because I said she is allowing me to lead.
Yeah, but
You just described me
I describe you as a partner.
in that situation.
Okay.
Because you said, I need to trust the person that I'm leading to allow him to lead.
I don't know if I said it like that, but sure, Greg. Okay. The way that you said it just made me sound slow, and I didn't like it.
So yes, you would like a man to lead you. It's okay.
It's just when you
'Cause
say it
it's
like
gonna be
that,
the
it just makes
right-
it seem like
Sexist? And that's what we are in this world. I swear.
But I don't.
That's crazy. Cause I get it. Cause I feel the same way. We're here. I feel the same way about saying it like that.
But okay, let's just agree.
Okay.
Okay. I think that I in my ideal setting, I would love. I think a woman and a wife. A woman and a wife. Ooh,
It happens.
they can. You could do that. That people that want to get married, I would love that they would want to live together. I think that
Yeah, for sure.
the ideal setup for me is to. I think you really get to know someone when you live with them, and that's because I think once someone is home, like your guards are down now. Now you're the most you that you could be because you're home, and I think that's when you're able to one evolve with your partner because you guys are like getting better in tune with each other, and as well as like kind of learning. What, Greg? Why are you laughing at me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I'm high. Cause that was yep. That was funny.
What was funny, Greg?
What I thought of in my head.
What did you think of, Greg?
Because
Now
at first I was gonna ask I don't even want to ask that on air. I'm gonna ask the second part of the question.
Go ahead.
Would you date a man who just likes to wear ass plugs?
What was the first part of the question, Greg?
No.
Please, Greg. Because you can't give me part 2 without part 1.
Because part 1 was the reverse. And you're a female, so that's what I couldn't ask
Where
it to
put
you.
if I ass plugs on me?
Like you just walk around normally.
Yo, I know somebody that does that. Yeah, send me pictures. Yeah. It goes like this when you take it out. Yeah, I heard it.
So she can't just go to regular bathrooms. It gotta be like single stalls because it's gonna make the noise.
When she take it out?
Yeah.
But why would she take it out unless she got doodle?
That's what I'm saying.
But why would she doodle in a public bathroom?
You don't do it in the public bathroom?
Nah, like
I
unless
do.
it's like
Shit.
dire. But at that point in time, like it's kind of it's certain etiquettes that you do when you have a certain kink or you like to do certain things. Like especially if you like do anal. Like you make sure you don't eat certain things. You try to like clean out your anal cavity. Like you try to keep yourself clean. You don't out here just eating McDonald's and
What if that one? What if you lactose intolerant? That one day,
why are you doing that then?
they brought an ice cream cake to work and nobody told her it was an ice cream cake.
How you don't
so
know
she
it's ice
ate
cream
this
cake,
shit.
Greg?
Huh?
How you don't know it's ice cream cake?
Because she wasn't thinking.
How you then you don't care.
Clearly. Or I don't
We're
know.
adults, Greg. Our body will tell us everything we need to know.
Or she wanted to really support her friend because this is their first time making an ice cream cake.
Greg,
And
if
she
you was on the
ate
phone, I would hang
ice
up on
cream
you.
cake.
I would hang up on you, Greg. I'll hang up on you, Greg. It's just when you do those things, you just
What you do?
it just keeps going.
I'm just saying. That butt plug comment.
That's
Where it
weird.
came from?
I don't know where it came from either.
Oh, because you said you're the most vulnerable in your house. Because I was about to say, what if they get home and just want to like,
Put a butt plug in.
yep, just right by the door.
Who wants to put the butt plug in?
I don't know.
You know people that like that, Greg.
I do not. But you do.
I
Clearly.
don't know what you do, Greg.
I do.
If I know that you know, Greg.
For real?
No. No, not with toys. Sorry.
Ooh.
Greg, you already know. Stop.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Stop playing. We had this conversation already.
No.
Oh, you know what? No, he doesn't. He don't know. He don't know. He doesn't know. It's okay. It's like Lamborghini doors. Don't they go up like this?
They do.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
some good shit.
So yeah, but I also see where there are situations where people that are married do not live together, and it works. I even thought about doing a long distance relationship at one point in time, and I think the problem for that was like there's times where you just want to like see your person. You
Yeah.
know, like you don't want it to be always
FaceTime wasn't a
scheduled.
thing yet.
FaceTime wasn't a thing.
That wasn't sarcastic.
No, I know. I'm trying to think about the time frame. Nope, FaceTime was definitely available at that time, but it's
You
still
just do nasty stuff on Uvu.
no. I told you, didn't I tell you I had my own camera?
No.
No, I had my own camera.
Uvu was the shit.
Okay. Yeah, no, I had my own camera, and then I would give them the password, and they'd be able to see me.
You was the first OnlyFans.
You know what? I didn't think about it. I just didn't get paid. I shouldn't think about that.
She had a paywall before the paywall.
I didn't even. Yeah, you had to get a password, and well, I only gave the password to one person. It's not like everybody had a password, but ooh, yeah.
Yo, you was OnlyFans.
Before OnlyFans, yeah, this was a couple of years ago.
And you had only one fan.
Only one fan. I didn't think about it that way. It got a little creepy sometimes because it would just be like, there's times where the camera, like it's always on, so I don't know.
You was snoring?
I don't know, probably sometimes. But like it would just be the idea that one, I was very cognizant of my space, so I would make sure like my space was like super clean because they'd tap in, or
That one time you had to do the rolls.
no, you wouldn't be able to see that. But there would be times like I'll just be like in my space and I'd forget that the camera's there. So I'd be like, oh, I don't even know if they're watching me or not. So then
Did they ever tell you?
if they're watching me or not? Sometimes,
That's weird, yo.
yeah. Then I started changing the password. 'Cause, like there would be times where like because it was like the camera, it'll move. Sometimes like it'll like move with me.
Yeah.
That's when I was just like, word.
How much was your tears?
I didn't charge.
Oh, damn.
It was only one person.
He and
Aaron doesn't. You know who this?
yes.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you know who it is. Lamborghini doors.
We good? That was a good topic.
um,
Put it in
I
the bow.
I want to tell you that so this topic where it came from. I feel like I had a conversation with Shan, so shout out to Shan, where I think that her perspective, and Shan, please correct me on Twitter or any way that you would like to provide your response back, that she's okay with being with someone and not living with them. And I don't see it, but for her, I can see how it makes sense.
Me too.
You can see it too?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Shan. You make things possible. You make things make sense. And then I think it was like something about like Steve Harvey, and I don't remember
Yo, my uncle can't stand Steve Harvey.
why.
I'd rather not say on mic
Why?
because my uncle went to jail, y'all.
Wow. What you so you can't tell us what he said about somebody that he don't even know.
They don't know which uncle.
So Greg, why can't you just say what you say? Is it because of what he says is offensive that it'll affect you?
Yes.
Okay, then don't say it then.
He has very strong views on how the world works.
I believe it. You keep laughing because you agree with him sometimes.
No, I never do. I never do. Oh shit.
We've seen his logic, Greg.
No, I see logic in everything.
Do you? You
I
don't see
mean,
logic
yo.
in me.
Yo, this is the perfect segue to our next topic. I
Okay.
promise to God it is. I really want to have a conversation with somebody about what Kanye West said.
Oh, I saw you say that on Twitter. Nobody responded to you, Greg.
I know.
Yeah.
Especially that one clip that's floating around about him saying he loved Hitler. I don't agree with anything he said. Let me put that out there.
Okay. So
No.
what is the conversation that you want to have?
But I think Kanye West is an extremist,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
He takes this whole Christianity thing, and that sounds real fucked up to say I'm a Christian, but he's taken the principles of Christianity to the extreme. The Bible calls us to love everybody, no matter their transgressions, right? So he's like, yeah, he did bad things, but he did good things too. I don't agree with anything he said, but I can understand what he is saying. Don't agree with it. How do you say I want to No, yeah. It makes sense
Okay.
if you think that he's an extremist, not just that he's crazy.
Okay. So. Sorry, my ear is itching. So Greg, so I don't really, I probably don't really care to have this conversation. However, I think it's more about understanding the climate that we're in.
For sure.
Also being more aware of the influence that he has and how it's affecting people. Like it's causing conversations and causing groups to now like fight with each other.
Yeah, and I totally agree with
So
you.
it's really to a point where it's we have these roles for politicians, we have these roles for like clergymen. That's why they have these specific roles,
Yeah.
so they can do their roles quote unquote efficiently. If now we're taking these same things from people that these are not their roles.
No, I get you. So, and I'm glad you said that because that makes me wonder, like, it makes me even take it in a whole different direction because I was just thinking, my whole thing was we've heard those conversations, like we heard the arguments, like anyone who comes out and say that they love Hitler, nigga, you stupid. Like we know you're offending people. Like, dog, duh, we get it. I just wanted to have a new conversation about with that as the subject matter. I think that was my thing. It was just more about like I get what he said is offensive. Like, yeah, I've had that conversation before. But there's another conversation like let's talk about the hypocrisy of Christianity. Because they say love everybody. Are we supposed to love this man? Even though he did what he did?
I think that even when you think about the idea of quote unquote loving someone,
Yeah,
but still also respecting the others that have been hurt by that person.
for sure.
And so, like, so at the same time, even if you're quote unquote loving your brother, that same brother that you're loving, you're not loving your brother or sister by loving that other brother. Does that make sense?
Yes and no at the same time, but I
Okay.
get. I
Because the
actually
concept is
understand
that
it.
everybody's supposed to be loved at the same time.
Yeah, I like, and that's the kind of conversation that I find interesting. That's all I was getting. I wasn't really. I didn't care for what he said per se. Like he's Kanye at this point. But if he did put out an album, I would still listen to it.
I understand what you're saying. I think that we have just seen him kind of. Thing is that we've seen this kind of just we're just giving him more microphones
Yeah.
before.
I don't think he's crazy. Like I don't care what no one. I don't think he's off his meds. The, if he's off any med, or I think he's on something. I would say he's on something. I don't think he's off anything.
Are you sure? I don't think he's on anything. I think that with his with with his car accident, with the loss of his mother, with him being isolated from people that actually like really supported him. Like when you are a sane person and people keep telling you that you're crazy and they put you in situations where it makes you feel like you're crazy, you're going to respond that way.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like I think that a chemical imbalance with him going into these rehabs and getting checked in and having to be force fed these medications, that now we are seeing him.
So this is the. I agree. No, I don't agree with you. I understand what you're saying. The only reason why I don't think he's off any kind of medicine, but on something, two things. One, um, I heard the effects of Adderall. Is that what it is? Yeah, of Adderall. And when you abuse it, they say that's just how someone who abuses Adderall, this is how they act. They act frantic. They don't. Uh, they're jumping from one thing to another, right? That's why I think he's on something. When I say like off his meds, if when I think of off his meds, then why hasn't he been like forced to not be able to see his kids yet?
Because okay, so when it does come to mental illness, um, there's different tiers to it.
For sure.
And disclaimer, I'm not a mental professional, so
Me either.
Googles and check with your doctors. Um, but there's certain tiers that you have to hit before you even get to a place where they have to medicate you, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're not a harm to yourself or others, even if you're talking crazy,
Yep.
there's nothing that they can do.
You don't think in a climate in the world that we live in today, with everything that he said, or and done, because he's threatened people, people who people believe has are well connected, kind of things. Um, you don't think Kim would have already filed some kind of paperwork to remove him from seeing his kids?
Because they're probably already in legal back and forth with custody.
I think that would have been front page news.
Yeah, but still, just because I'm saying these things, I haven't, because I haven't physically harmed anybody. The only reason I'm saying this is because, like, unfortunately, like this happened to my friend. So it got to the point where, like, she was having a psychotic break, and you can see it happening. We took her to the hospital, and because she wasn't causing any, and she was super happy, we knew she wasn't okay.
Yeah.
They let her go.
Yeah.
Next day, it got worse to the point where the cops had to get involved, and she had to then get into a psychiatric ward, where then she's force fed with medication.
Yeah.
So again, it's like until it gets to the point where you're physically harming someone or you are a threat to other people,
Yeah.
they're not going to do anything.
But
I know you're saying it right in front of in front of media, where he clearly looks like he's going crazy, but at the same time, he's also shown proof of people putting him in situations where he's going to be portrayed as crazy so they can get their way.
and that's what I don't. And that's I get that too. I do understand. I understand that, and I think that's why I don't think that like what he is saying like the things that he is saying is a result of lack of medication. Because one, his thoughts are like they're coherent and they're consistent. They're all over the place, but they're consistent. He's been saying the same things over and over every time he gets in front of a microphone.
No, he's been saying different variations. Well, I guess different variations of the same thing, but not exactly the same thing. But yes, but again, this is something that uh, I can see where you're coming from. But this is the same thing that was happening with my friend. It went from her tapping into her religious side and being more in tune with the Bible. That when this was happening, she was extreme in her religion. She would, like scream out Bible verses, saying "Thank God." Like it began, and that's when and that was the weird part about it was like, but she was happy when she was doing this, but you knew that this wasn't her.
Yeah.
You knew that it got to the point where just like, you're not okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of see, because it's like and maybe I don't watch his interviews, but when I looked at like his tweets, it was just like in between words, it was like "Thank God" or "Jesus be," and it's like that's what you see when someone's going through a psychotic break, when they go in between and then they go to extreme religion.
Yeah.
That's usually the steps.
I get you. I just wish he would use this psychotic breakdown if he's having one on music. That should be crazy, probably. That wasn't even my topic. My topic stemmed from because I posed the question when anyone had this conversation with me, and the people who I consider friends, nobody said yes.
Nobody wanted to talk about this, Greg.
But you just did.
Because you happened to blindside me.
I did.
Yes.
No. How did I blindside you? I didn't even want to talk about this. I was trying to get to my topic.
Okay. We didn't talk about that. You were going to talk about this on the pod.
Because I was going to talk about how I got to my topic.
You blindsided me with this topic, Greg.
Fair.
Continue.
That's what you believe.
Yes.
So I was told earlier this week that I need to make new friends. And today was a clear indication that I need to make new friends.
What does that mean, Greg? What
Shut up.
Wait, no. You don't have to tell me the whole conversation because that's none of my business. But when they say like constitutes of you like having new friends, what did they really mean by that? What does that mean? Because this is good stuff.
That I need to
because you don't like
new people.
You don't even like people.
I know.
But when they say like new friends, like what's wrong with your old friends?
That they don't want to have these kind of conversations that I want to have.
That you need new friends? Wait, give me an example. Just one.
What do you mean? I wanted to talk about this Kanye thing from a different angle of what everything has been on the news, and no one said yes.
And because of that, you need new friends?
No, that was just like they probably right. I should find friends that's willing to talk about stuff like this.
No, Greg, they care about you.
You don't want me to get new friends, Gigi?
No, I want you. I absolutely. Yes, I absolutely want you to have new friends.
You just want me.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Don't play yourself, Greg.
Like a
Yeah. God don't like bullshit.
Why he like you then?
Because I'm not bullshit.
Because you are bullshit. So my topic is, how do you make new friends?
You're not going to make new friends like that, Greg. I can tell you that. Just if you want to start it off, you're not going to make new friends. You're actually going to lose the friends that you have already. Just like that. That's what I'm going to try to tell you, Greg.
I'm just saying.
You went from talking about Kanye to asking about how you going to get no friends. And you know that Kanye probably lost most of his friends and at this moment.
Kanye,
there was no segue.
Friend,
this was not a good segue.
I am going to be your friend. It was a good segue because I want to know, because this is not about Kanye, it's about Greg.
Okay.
And I want to know, how do you make new friends?
Okay.
Like, especially at this age, when you feel like you got life figured out pretty much. You know how to move, you know what to do, you know how to do things. What constitutes now? How do you allow somebody to be your friend?
How do you allow somebody to be your friend?
Yeah. Because that's what it would be. I'm allowing you to be my friend.
Wow, Greg. I need you to see friends. You shouldn't see your friend like that.
Why not? You don't allow me to be your friend?
I don't see it that way.
You just don't like the way I phrase things.
Well, because I think the words that you're using just makes it sound contractual.
It is.
It's not.
Yeah, it is, Gigi. It is.
And it's not. It's not contractual for me. I don't have to be your friend.
I know
Okay, so where's the
you
contractual?
allow, but I don't have to allow you to be my friend either.
Well, Greg, you tell me all the time. People say that you're their friend and you're not their friend. That doesn't mean that you can't. Just because you say I don't allow you to be my friend doesn't mean that I can't call you my friend.
Yeah, D, that's exactly what it means.
Okay.
Because let's just say we're in the same setting, and you say, "Hey, this is Greg, my friend," and I don't feel we're friends. No,
No, you wouldn't, Greg.
of course I would, but I'm just saying.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say, Greg.
But that's
So
me. But you got people out here who would be like friends.
okay,
Strong word.
okay.
And I feel like we know people who would do that.
Your friends, Greg. Your friends would do that. Your friends.
Yo, can you talk for like 10 seconds so I can get some tissue?
Sure. But I can tell you, usually, what I think the best way to find new friends is to do things that you like. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's to do things that you like. A lot of the people that I consider friends and they're new found friends, I found joining the podcast community and going on Clubhouse and Twitter, and I've met a lot of people who have the same aspirations as me, and I've gotten close to them, and they've been able to support me just as much as I'm able to support them. So I think that when you are looking for a newfound friendship, it's really just kind of continuing to walk in your purpose. And I think once you're doing that, the people that are going to surround you are going to be the people that you are going to be receptive to, and hopefully want to keep around and not make your loyalty the reason why you can't have new friends. Because
So do you think it's easy to make new friends?
yeah,
Is it easy for Gigi to make new friends? Absolutely.
yes,
Nah. Nah.
it's not easy for me to make new friends.
No, for you, I think it's very easy.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't know how.
why?
Well,
Girl, you was trying to play me.
no, because I know we look at friendships differently.
Yeah, because you look at friendships as your family.
Yes.
I don't.
I don't.
All my friendships are not my family. I have different tiers of friendships.
I don't.
I know I understand that for you, but it's different for me.
Got it.
Yes.
So it's not easy for me to make a friend.
Yes, you can, because like I said, I think that
The
you.
next friend I'm making better be my wife.
No, I think
Yep.
that you are going to. Well, I hope so as well. But I think that as you continue on this journey that you call life, that you are going to be maybe even surrounded by people that you knew before, but happen to be surrounding yourselves more around, and they're probably, dope individuals have, that can be able to have these conversations with you without it being recorded and being able to feed into you and not quit on you.
Just got go to just got take a little bit too far.
But yeah, I think that it's not hard finding friends if you want it. You want friends, Greg. And you can always remember that some friends are here for a reason, season, lifetime. And so sometimes there are people that
I think that's my problem.
what?
I don't have any friends. I've never lost a friend.
Oh, okay.
I've never lost a friend.
I have a few times.
Like to death.
No.
Thank God. Whew. That's what I'm talking about.
Me. Well. Yeah, that's someone I could be like, that's my friend. Like, no.
Like I have really lifelong relationships.
Yeah. Look at you.
You would think that's a blessing.
It's all about perspective. Because I think that sometimes some of your relationships are not really about the relationships. I think it's about loyalty to you. I think that for you, like You ride until the wheels fall off. But I just want to tell you that their wheels have been off, Greg. You literally have been the Flintstones out here.
Oh shit.
But at the same time, who am I? You know, we do look at friendships
Who
differently.
am
But I do
I?
believe that allowing yourself to meet, like I'm really grateful for the people that I have met in the past year and maybe in the past 2 years, because they've challenged me to be better. And you would think that the people that I've already known, and I'm not saying that they can't do it, but it's different when you have or you are around people that have aspirations similar to yours, and they're not in competition, they're in support, and like that's a great feeling because nobody's really. It's like a rock climbing. You know, like every rock climbing, everyone has to do their own part in order to get to the top, but you still can pull each other up as long as everybody's working together. And I feel like that's the type of people that I eventually believe that you're going to have as well. Once you allow yourself to understand that it's okay to have friends that you don't know for a long time, because you're not the same person that you were. Okay, great.
I'm messing with you. But I think I already have those people in my life. Not all of them, that. But
No one said to remove them. They just said to get new friends.
no, I know that. I didn't. I mean, these people can't be removed. I don't think people can be removed from my life
You,
at this point in time. But
Nah.
how? How? Tell me how? How? They could be. Everybody do stupid shit.
Mhm.
Do you fuck with people differently? Sure, but to remove them as a friend, nah.
You better than me, Greg.
I know.
Cause I'm nice,
No, you're not.
but I have my limits. What do you say I am?
No, you're not.
I'm not a nice person.
That's not what I said.
Yes, you did.
No,
What did you say?
you said you're nice.
Yeah.
You're not nice. You're not mean. You're not nice. And I
Why?
do think you're a nice person.
What's the
Do
difference?
I?
What's the difference? If I'm not
No,
nice,
I
but
think
I'm a
you're
nice
a
person.
positive person. I'm sorry.
Wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
What?
No.
What's a nice person?
A nice person is someone who I don't even know. Give people chance after chance after chance after chance.
You don't think I'm a nice person?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like how big your eyes got. That bothers
Because
me.
I
How many people you give second chances to?
there's too many.
Okay.
Really, Greg?
Yeah. As I'm thinking about it,
So you think that people
think-
do something, then I just like, wow, I shut it down.
I wouldn't say it's that black and white.
Okay. You don't think like even when you just even think about some of these whatever scenarios that you're thinking, that it doesn't get to a point where it's better for me to cut it off?
Yeah, sure.
So I don't. So
But that doesn't.
so my thing is that how does that not make me a nice person?
I think it just is in some situations. It's like it's not a black.
Wait,
or,
how am I not nice, but I'm a nice person?
I switched it up.
Okay, say
You're
it again.
positive. I think you're a positive person.
Okay, but I'm not a nice person.
Yeah.
And a nice person gives people chances.
Yeah, and the positive person just sees the positive in everything. Like you can see a positive in cutting somebody off.
Yes.
I can't.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't.
Less stress.
Yeah, I'm just I don't see the positives.
Well, I see a lot of positives. I see that if you allow a lot of weeds to stay in your garden, how do you allow flowers or vegetables or anything to grow? You can't just keep all this just because it's been there.
Because you just hope that at some point it'll adapt and it'll figure it out.
No, weed's gonna be a weed. You gotta pluck them out. Weeds grow.
You can
just
repurpose
like
the weeds.
after you pluck them out.
Yeah, but you repurpose them.
After you pluck them out.
Yeah, but you repurpose them.
After you pluck them out.
Yeah, you can pluck them out.
Uh-huh.
Cool. They're gone from this part. Let's repurpose these and put it somewhere else. I
Where-
still got the weeds.
You probably gonna smoke it.
Ain't no one got it forever.
Ew. I think it's possible to make new friends.
How do you do it though? So I walk into the club, right?
That's where you want to find your friends. I'm just saying, like, if you're setting a standard, like, you want to be in the club and that's where you want to find your friends.
Okay, top 5 places to make new friends. Go.
It's not the club, Greg,
Why not?
because niggas
You
ain't
ever made a
trying to
friend in
talk
the
to me.
club?
Yes, but I don't think guys want to meet guys. I don't think guys go to the club
I
like.
hope I.
Think about it. Just think about it like I'm about to go to the club
I,
and meet
I
a
am not a
friend.
guy that's trying to meet a guy.
Yes, you are. That's what you're saying. You said so. You go to the club and you meet a
No.
guy. What was going to be the scenario?
I didn't even say meet a guy.
Yeah, where you? That's what we're talking about right now.
I said friends. Why
All right.
friends got to be a gender?
Because right now, you are right, Greg. You know what? I apologize.
I called Gigi the Gigi.
Whatever, Greg. Because now you out here talking about you about to go to the club to go meet a friend.
I was not. I said give me top 5 places to meet a friend.
It's all
And you said a club is not one. And then I asked you, have you ever met friends in the club?
And I have.
And you said yes. So why is that a good place to meet a friend in the club?
I didn't say it was a good place. I said I have met friends. I didn't say that it was a good
So
place.
you met friends in the
Yes,
club, not
yes.
just not friends
Yes,
in the
I've
club,
met multiple people that end up being acquaintances and
not friends.
acquaintances because they probably only hung out with them probably once.
So they're not friends.
No.
So the club is not a good place to meet friends.
I just think that the club is not a place where someone is their first intention is to find a friend. I think that places, and I don't even think it's top places. I think it complements who you are. Because I can't say the library if you don't like books or you don't care for somebody to read books. I think it's in places that you
I
spend
think
a
the
lot of your
library
time
is
in.
the number one place you're bound to find a friend. Cause who the fuck like go to the library? You and the nigga that's there.
Greg, sometimes I'm like, they pay you so much money, and he don't even like libraries. He don't read. He don't read.
Oh shit! Oh
Um, yeah. So I think it would be things that you enjoy. Like, I think that Greg, hypothetically speaking, because you like photography and sometimes you do it, that you maybe photographing a place or area, you might find someone that's also photographing or someone that likes to be.
I have a funny story to tell you off mic
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell me now.
pertaining to that. And I can't tell you off mic
Okay.
because good things could still possibly happen.
Okay, that's awesome.
But that's funny.
But am I right then?
No.
Okay. But okay. Okay. So I also think that like I know this sounds crazy, but like concerts, like if you're a concert person and like I met, well, no, I guess that we weren't really friends. We started dating. Like I met a guy at a Joe Budden concert before, and I thought that was cool. It was actually a Joe Budden concert that I think you and Gills went to.
I didn't go. They didn't tell you about the tickets.
It was in Stanhope.
Yeah, I didn't go.
So it was just him?
B.
Oh, so they were there.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Yeah. And I met a guy there, but again, we weren't friends. It's just like in certain. I'm always meeting people, so it's different for me, right? But I think it's. I think that to find someone that you genuinely have like common interests. What?
I was about to say, my landlord walked through the door right now, you'll be his friend. That's how easy you make friends.
Okay, but why you didn't say that he would be my friend? Why do you think that I'm just gonna be his friend?
Because that's who you are.
But you said that I'm not a nice person.
You're a positive person.
Greg.
You think a nice person makes friends? Because there's some mean people who have friends.
Like you?
Sure.
Whatever, Greg.
I don't think I'm mean. I think I'm an ass.
Okay, Greg. How you want to make that out as different.
There's levels.
Okay.
You got a mean person. You got a dick. You got an asshole. You got a bitch. Yeah.
I think they're all the same thing. I don't think there's anything different.
She said, I think they're all the same thing. Well, Greg is not making new friends. That's clear as day.
That's sad, Greg.
Why is that sad? The next friend that I'm going to make, hopefully, will be my forever person.
Well, because I also believe that, like, at that same time, no, because I think once you decide that you are going to be married, I don't think it's anyone's business about your relationship. But I do believe that you should have, like, just a strong group of individuals who, just be able to feed into you like you feed into them. I told you that, like in the last episode. Like, you don't always want to be the smartest man in the room. Like,
I'm
how
not.
do you? Okay.
You thinking about just one group of people. I have a
Okay.
whole.
First of all, why do you always just assume that that's what I'm talking about? I'm saying in the aspect of just in the idea of having new friends. Like, why can't that be a possibility?
Because I feel like I got a lot of those bases covered. Why is this hat so low? I got a lot of those bases covered. Like, I feel when I counted on my fingers about the friends thing, I realized that's false. That's not true.
But
Like, what I said, I had like 9. I got more than 9
got like 20.
friends.
Got like 25.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
But in those 25 people,
But you see how when you say 9 and now you're saying 25 and how it's different now? And when you think about the people that you
because
surround
I
yourself
thought
around?
about it, I miscounted.
Yes, and you also have to take into consideration of even though there are your friends in these different dynamics of groups, think about the people that not even use, I don't, because that's not a good word, but spend a lot of your time with, even if it's not physical, right?
Yeah.
Those kind of really tell you who you are.
Nah, I disagree.
Yeah, because you're starting to think about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
You don't
Them.
see it? It's funny.
No.
Okay. Because you definitely have the mannerisms.
Of course we do. Yeah, we hang out, so of course I do. I do those things, but I am far from them.
Okay, so Greg, I just want to tell you that I don't know specifically who you're talking about because remember there's 25 people and not 9.
For sure.
Um,
I am
but-
like some of the 25 people, though. I ain't
but
gonna hold you.
so in my mind, and I don't think there's 25 people, but I'm talking about whatever people that you're putting that you can see yourself that you spend most of your time with.
Huh?
Yes, Greg. Even if you don't see it.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know how to have this conversation because I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, Greg. I think that we're similar, and you don't think so.
Okay, but even if that's the case, okay, now I get what you're saying. And yeah, I definitely disagree.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're not the same.
I don't think we're the same.
We're not alike.
We're not alike.
We don't have things in common.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna keep going. Well, we good on that one?
Yeah. I'm always open to just meeting new people. I love people. So.
I can't stand you, muff. It was snowing in Detroit.
Yeah. The last time I went to Detroit, it was snowing. I told you the last time when I went to go help my friends move, landed, just snowing. I was like, what?
Fucking love the snow.
Oh my God. What did you have on your feet?
Sneakers.
Oh.
Got the right sneakers. Sneaker. All right, let's do this. Hello, if you are with us at the, I don't know, mark this is. This is the final version. So I'm going to just say if you made it to the end of the show, thank you. Thank you. New dialogue. New dialogue is the part of the show where, we talk about things real quick that we found interesting this week. And yeah, have a little bit of dialogue about it. What you got?
Why wasn't Kanye a new dialogue? Why'd you waste our time and its topics to do that?
Because that wasn't my topic.
Oh. Okay. My new dialogue. Do I even have a new dialogue? Um, Greg, you should go. 'Cause I feel like I had something that's going. So
Cool. My new dialogue is I recently learned how much I don't like Christmas.
Greg, you just okay. What
Like
what don't you like about Christmas?
the expectations.
From who?
Well, for me, the only person.
That's what I'm
My
saying.
child.
Because so right now, like my thing is like what when you think about Christmas and the
Oh,
only person
I'm
that has,
only talking about myself.
and that's why I'm asking you,
Oh, my
not
child.
asking anybody else.
Okay, I'm
The
talking.
expectation of what she wants.
Yes,
It's like
like the festivities, the decorations. If I have a kid, you think I have a fucking tree?
no, Greg, but at the same time,
I just was on Amazon today and spent like $50 on some fucking stupid shit. Elf on the shelf.
Yeah.
She want to put lights on the fucking door.
Yeah.
She wants to do all this shit that I don't care for.
yes, Greg, you make it seem like you did not spoil this girl.
I understand all of that.
Then
good
at
and
this
well.
point, because you're telling me things that you as a parent could have been like, you know what, not this Christmas. But you're saying that you're gonna do it.
Why would you do that? That's me.
No, I didn't say that I would. You're saying that you hate Christmas for something that you're willingly doing because you want to do it.
Yes.
So
Let me get my shit off. Leave me alone.
Okay.
I didn't say it was logical.
Well, all right. Go ahead, Greg.
So fuck this season.
I don't care for the season either, but I'm not a holidays person.
I'm learning that I'm not either. As the more and more I get older, it's like I could care less for any of these
Yeah,
shits.
like if anything, like I would always just want to be away. If I could, like, if the holidays, the way that I could just go on vacation somewhere, like I would do that. It wouldn't really just be like I want to be home. I'm like kind of over that right now. I want to be on somebody's beach or somebody's cabin. Like
You know Mariah Carey owns a beach?
I don't want to go there.
That's my other new dialogue. Nick Cannon did this Christmas commercial on TikTok. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Okay,
Shout outs to him.
What was it?
It was just like he started his Christmas shopping. And he was acting like he was calling all his kids, asking them what they want.
Yeah.
And he was like, you want a pony or you want to go to college? Like just making all these like references, like I got like mad kids, I got to send them all to college, I got to do all these shit. Y'all want these elaborate ass gifts? Fuck out of here! I thought it was really well done. It was funny.
Nah,
Shout out to Nick Cannon.
he played on his own.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Well, no, yeah, his old joke because that nigga definitely got a whole basketball team right now. The Cannons.
I really don't. I'm not. You guys. I'm sorry. I think I'm just spent. But I think the only thing I can leave you guys with is like don't wait for anybody to do what you want to do. I think that if you wait, you're not ever gonna do it. So whether it's you being in a relationship or work or what are other things that you can wait for somebody on? Friendships.
Finishing.
Yeah, just don't wait. How many times do you think that you? This is random, but do you think that you jerk up a substantial amount of substantial amount of times a day?
Do I do it enough times?
Yeah, how many times do you think that you do it? If you can give it an average a day.
It depends on the season or like
Okay,
how
so
busy
this
I
is
am.
okay. So on a busy day.
0 probably.
Okay, on a lazy day. Ain't no have either.
It hurt.
Does it slow you down?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Have you ever
Especially when it like all like good like. Look at my face.
I know.
Look at my face and tell
No,
me
no.
you wouldn't be tired if that happened a couple of
I don't want
times.
to look at your face
Gigi,
anymore.
look.
I don't want to look at your face anymore, Greg. I don't want to. I don't want to look at it.
You don't feel you.
Stop. No.
You don't feel like somebody be tired after doing that a couple of times.
You might have a migraine right now. Stop, because I'm gonna get dark. And
Yeah,
I don't
this
wanna
is
get dark.
literal tears right now.
So because it sounds like you're having flashbacks, and they're making me feel weird. Stop. Right?
Do that shit a couple of times. Absolutely, you tired.
Okay, so that means you have really nothing to do. Have you ever had a day where you had you kind of tried to fit it in because you needed to get it out?
Fell asleep every time.
Really?
Cause I just you forget after a while that's what you were supposed to be doing. It's just like you laying down. I ain't thinking you ain't wanted that bad that day, clearly.
Okay.
What's more important right now? Right now, you chose sleep, my nigga.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, one more question. And you can say if you don't want to answer. What was the weirdest place that you ever masturbated?
I can't say that on mic,
Okay.
bro.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just stop here. This was new dialogue. I was just curious. I was having conversations with some people, and I was just I was like, Because I know, even for me, sometimes, I have to, plan it because, yes, sometimes it'll take me out, and other times I can just, kind of continue my day. I just needed to get it out. But sometimes, I'm going to sleep, and now the day I missed.
I wonder how honest men could be with themselves. When you first learned about masturbating, that shit was crazy. Because then you just wanted to feel it all the time.
That's crazy.
Just all the time. You didn't know how to control it. It's like having sex with someone for the first time. You just want to have sex all the time.
So it's you would be okay with the okay sex scenario.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay. I don't have nothing else for y'all. I want to say, shout outs to this pub that I went to a month or two ago with D Murph. Shout outs to you, D Murph. In Queens called O'Donovan's. It's in Woodside, New York, Queens. And I won something, so I'm really looking forward to actually going out there. An autograph of a New York Ranger.
Oh. Jersey?
No, it's a picture. Don't roll your eyes. Lud.
She gonna fold that shit and put it in her book bag and forget about it.
No, I'm not. It is Hendrik Lundqvist.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited to
star player.
Yeah, he was a goalie and then he had to retire because he has a sickness. But he was really one of the greats from the research that I did once I won, and I was like, but it was also a raffle where they're trying to, I want to say, build a water system in Uganda. So shout outs to them, and shout outs to me for winning. But outside of that, Greg, let's get into it. You want to let them know how they can find you and how they can find us?
Yeah, you can find me in the you can find me on Twitter, and I hope for the foreseeable future. I don't know, this new Elon Musk talk got me scared. But at Greg Nelson 26 at Greg Nelson 26 on Twitter.
Yes, correct.
And follow the pod at Convo_pod. Hit the link tree. Everything.
No, just a convo.
What did I say?
Convo_pod.
Just a Convo_pod. That's what I said.
When you
What is
hear
it?
it back, you said convo underscore pod. I think you said just
Unders-
in your head. You didn't
I
say.
didn't say Justin.
No, you didn't say Justin. You didn't say just.
Just in conversation. Hey, rebrand. Just a conversation
Yeah.
underscore. Just a convo underscore pod.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
I always be like, oh, thanks, and you can, yeah, and you can find me, my amazing
Oh, you wanted
individual.
me to say, oh, Gigi, how can they find you? Well, we've never done that.
No. I was used to like saying it to someone else. That's what I was saying.
Ew.
Yeah, no.
Ew.
Yes, and you can find me, my amazing individuals, on Twitter at gcarly7, and that's GQARLY and the number 7. If you forgot today, if someone didn't tell you today, if you woke up and it was your birthday and you got that thing today, first and foremost, happy birthday. It's my niece's birthday as well. Deanna, oh man, when you getting big, shit gets real fucked up real fast. Deanna, happy birthday, my niece's birthday.
You got 1 minute to tell her.
Happy birthday, Dee. I appreciate you and I love you. And don't forget to go be great.
G-R.
Gigi.